हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल। तो अगर आपने चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब करें। सो आवर टुडेज टॉपिक इज़ नेशनल कमीशन ऑन फार्मर। M.S. Swaminathan, he was the chairman of UN Science Advisory Committee, which was set in 1980. He was the father of Green Revolution. Swaminathan's report is also known as NCF, which stands for National Commission on Farmers. He served as the director of Indian Agriculture Research Institute from the year 1961 to 72, as the post of Director General of Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Here comes the introduction part. The National Commission on Farmers (NCF) was constituted on 18th of November 2004 under the chairmanship of Professor M.S. Swaminathan. The NCF submitted 4 reports in December 2004, August 2005, December 2005 and April 2006 respectively. The fifth and the final report that was submitted on 4th of October 2006. The reports contain suggestions to achieve the goal of faster and more inclusive growth as in the approach to 11th five-year plan. The key points: report has suggestions for faster and more inclusive growth. Recommendations given in the report were to provide minimum support price for grain, safeguard the interest of small farmers, and third is addressing the issue of increasing risk overtaking agriculture as a profession. So, the key findings and recommendations are as follows. The first is land reform, next irrigation, third one is productivity of agriculture, fourth is credit and insurance, fifth one is food security, sixth is prevention of farmer suicides, seventh is competitiveness of farmers, eighth one is employment, and the ninth is bioresources. So the first one is land reforms. Land reforms are necessary to address the basic issues of access to land for both crops and livestock. Landholding inequality is reflected in land ownership. In 1991 to 92, the share of bottom half of the rural household in the total land ownership was only 3% and the top 10% was as high as 54%. Recommendations for landform. So here are some recommendations for the landform. These are as distribute ceiling surplus and wastelands, prevent diversion of prime agricultural land and forest to corporate sector for non-agriculture purposes, to ensure grazing rights and seasonal access to the forest to tribals and access to the common property resources. Second one is irrigation. So out of gross sown area 192 million hectare, rain-fed agriculture contributes to 60% of the gross cropped area and 45% of the total agricultural output. तो the report recommends, इस रिपोर्ट ने हमें ये बताया था कि जो हमारा कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव सेट ऑफ रिफॉर्म्स है वो इनेबल करता है, हेल्प करता है फार्मर्स को टू हैव अ सस्टेन्ड एंड इक्विटेबल असेस टू वाटर. वाटर को एक इक्विटेबल असेस मिले, सबको इक्वल सप्लाई मिले वाटर की. इंक्रीज द वाटर सप्लाई थ्रू रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग एंड द रिचार्ज ऑफ एक्विफायर्स शुड बिकम मैंडेटरी. Million well recharge program specifically targeted at private wells should be launched. The third one was productivity of agriculture. So apart from size of holding and productivity levels primarily determine the income of farmers. However, per unit area productivity of Indian agriculture is much lower than the major crop producing countries. So in order to achieve the higher growth in productivity, the NCF recommends a national network of advanced soil testing laboratories with facilities for detecting of micronutrient deficiencies. The fourth one was credit and insurance. Timely and adequately supply of credit is basic requirement of small farm families. So for this purpose, the NCF suggests that it should expand of outreach of the formal credit system to reach the really poor and needy, to reduce the rate of interest for crop loans to 4% simple with government support, to establish an agriculture risk fund to provide relief to farmers, issue Kisan credit cards to women farmers with joint patas and collateral. The next was food security. So the mid-term appraisal of 10th plan revealed that India is lagging behind in achieving a Millennium Development Goals of having hunger by 2015. Therefore, the discipline in per capita food grain availability and its unequal distribution have serious implications for food security for both rural as well as urban areas. So NCF recommendations for food security were: the first one was reorganize the delivery of nutrition support programs on a life cycle basis, eliminate micronutrient deficiencies, induced hidden hunger through an integrated food cum fortification approach, to promote the establishment of community goods and water banks operated by women self-help groups, that are SHG, based on the principle of store grain and water everywhere. And the next one was help small and marginal farmers to improve the productivity, quality and profitability of farm enterprises and organize a rural non-farm livelihood initiative. The next was prevention of farmers' suicides. So in last few years a large number of farmers have committed suicide, as we all know that, and the cases of suicides have been reported from states such as Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala, Punjab, Rajasthan, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. So NCF has underlined the need to address those farmers' suicide problems on the priority basis. So the measures that were suggested to prevent the prevention of farmers' suicides, these were as follows. The first one was cover all crop by crop insurance with the village, provide a social security net with provision for old age support and health insurance, public awareness campaigns to make people identify their early signs, need swift action on important duties to protect farmers from international price. The next was competitiveness of farmers. So it is imperative to raise the agriculture competitiveness of farmers with small land holdings. Productivity improvement to increase the marketable surplus must be linked to assure and remunerator marketing opportunities. The measures that were suggested by NCF includes: the first one is improvement in implementation of minimum support price, that is MSP. Arrangements for MSP need to be put in place for crops other than paddy and wheat. MSP should be at least 50% more than the way average cost of production. Availability of data about spot and future prices of commodities through the Multi-Commodity Exchange, that is MCD, and NCDEX and APMC electronic workers covering 93 commodities through 6,000 terminals and 430 towns and cities. The next was employment. Structural change in the workforce is taking place in India slowly. In 1961, the percentage of workforce in agriculture was 95.9%, while the number decreased to 59.9% in 1999 to 2000. But the agriculture still provides the bulk of employment in rural areas. The overall employment strategy in India must seek to achieve two things. The first one was create productive employment opportunities, and the second is to improve the quality of employment in several sectors such that real wages rise through improved productivity. So the measures to do so includes: the first one is accelerating the rate of growth of economy, second is emphasizing on relatively more labor intensive sectors and including a faster growth of these sectors, third one is improving the function of labor markets through such modifications. Next is the net take home income of farmers should be comparable to those of civil servants. The ninth was bioresources. The rural people in India depend on a wide range of bioresources for their nutrition and livelihood security. The reports recommends preserving traditional rights of access to biodiversity, which includes access to non-timber forest products including medicinal plants, gums and resins, oil-yielding plants and beneficial microorganisms. So the conserving, enhancing and improving crops and farm animals as well as fish stocks through breeding. Next is encourage community-based breed conservation. And the next is allowing export of indigenous breeds and import of suitable breeds to increase productivity of non-descriptive animals. So thank you